네, 테크 포 굿 웨비나 시작하겠습니다. 네, 먼저 제 인사 소개를 드리겠습니다. 네, 저는 주한이스라엘대사관 경제무역대표부의 송지훈 상무관이라고 합니다. 만나 뵙게 돼서 반갑습니다. 오늘 바쁘신데도 불구하고 이렇게 시간 내어주시고 참여해 주셔서 감사드립니다. 먼저 시작하기 전에 좀 간단하게 본 웨비나의 배경에 대해서 말씀드리면 사회에 어떤 가치를 가져올 수 있는 기술이라는 주제로 해서 테크 포 굿이라는 이름으로 저희가 웨비나를 준비했습니다. 그래서 이번에 처음 이제 시작을 하는 거고 저희가 가급적이면은 좀 정기적으로 해서 이스라엘의 이 사회적인 어떤 가치를 가져올 수 있는 밸류를 가져올 수 있는 어떤 이런 기술을 소개할 수 있는 자리를 마련 고사합니다. 네, 일단은 이상은 좀 간단하게 배경에 대해 설명을 드렸고요. 먼저 시작으로 저희 그 이스라엘 대사관 경제무역대표부 타마르 코셔 대표님의 인사말로 시작을 하겠습니다. So, Tamar, please make your remarks.
안녕하세요. I wanted to thank all of you for joining this webinar, and I hope you will enjoy it to learn a bit more about the Israeli ecosystem and some of our wonderful tech companies that are trying to bring technologies to make all of our lives much better. Thank you for joining us. Our office here in the Israeli Embassy would like to offer you our support and help in doing different businesses with Israeli companies. Thank you again. 감사합니다. I hope you'll enjoy this.
Thank you, Tamar. 네, 그러면은 먼저 첫 번째 회사 오로라 뷰의 발표가 있겠습니다. 시작하기 전에 then just one second. 시작하기 전에 좀 간단하게 테크니컬한 부분 말씀드리면은 질문이 있으실 경우에는 아래 Q&A 버튼이 있습니다. 그래서 Q&A 버튼에다가 질문을 입력해 주시면 되고요. 한국어로 해서 좋고 영어로 해서 좋습니다. 편하신 방법으로 해주시면은 그 해당 업체에서 답변을 드리도록 하겠습니다. 그 챗 버튼이 아니라 Q&A 버튼으로 부탁을 드리겠습니다. 네, 그러면 첫 번째로 오로라 뷰의 발표를 시작으로 해서 오늘 웨비나 시작하겠습니다. So then, please to take a pitch for you today.
Good afternoon. I'll share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Now?
Yeah, this is a full screen.
Okay, great. So good afternoon, and thanks for joining the webinar. Many thanks to Mrs. Tamar Kosher and Mr. Jihun Sung for inviting me for this interesting and important webinar, and I'm really excited to attend and present my company, Aurora View, and our product Sense to the Korean audience. So just a short introduction. This is me. Here in the picture, I was 6 months younger. I'm 58 years old, graduate of the Technion. It's one of the leading academic institutes in Israel. I have 30 years of experience in technology, mainly in software projects, development, and project leadership for many corporates around the globe. About in 2012, I founded Aurora View Ltd, which Aurora View Ltd is a development center and an Israeli company that jointly with Aurora View LLC in Redmond, Washington, we are a technology and consulting company. We offer products and IT services. We really value a long-term relationship with our partners and clients, and we are known for delivering good solutions and for our follow the sun approach. so we can work with our partners worldwide and provide them with the support and solution they need almost 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Now a little bit about Sense. So I'm sure you know figures better than you know, but from what I learned, over 9 million Koreans are the ages of 65 years old or higher, which is more than 17% of the population, and approximately 20% of them live on their own in their own households, and just one person household. If we look at the wider picture, in 2020, over 700 million people worldwide were 65 years old or older, and this is projected to double in 2050. And again, many of these people live on their own in their own homes. And if you look at Korea, we saw the numbers. We see similar numbers or about the same percentages in Japan, in Western Europe, in Israel, in the US, in Canada. So what is the challenge? So the challenge that we see is that these people, mainly these people, when they live alone at their home, domestic accidents, falling or other accidents or medical situations can easily deteriorate into life-threatening events. And since they're alone, help is not called on time, and their situation might deteriorate or even escalate all the way to cases of lonely death. And this is a phenomenon that we hear about all over the world, including Korea, including Israel, and many other places. And obviously, this phenomena is not only unfortunate for the disease, but also for their family, community, neighbors, etc. The other part of the challenge is that there are many technological solutions out there, but we could not find a miracle solution. We could not find a solution that one size fits all. We see many ideas, but they normally cover just part of the problem and do not offer a holistic view of how to deal and how to monitor and how to care for our seniors when they live lonely at home. So we initiated the Sense, and Sense is a smart, secured, version-free, non-invasive, non-verbal open system. The system alerts the subscriber or his trustees, like family, etc., in case of immediate risk or longer-term well-being concern. And let's see in a little some more details how it works. So we have the elderly person living on their own. We cover their apartment with sensors. We connect the sensors to our cloud-based application, cloud-based system. The system reads all the information from the apartment, does this processing, learning, recording whatever is needed in the database, and in case of alert or possible alert, it communicates it either to the subscriber himself and or to whoever is defined in the system. It could be the family, community, emergency, the doctors, or any other. This is all implementation. Whoever implements the system can decide where the alerts go to, and actually what alerts go to what participant in this diagram. So what do we monitor? We defined what we call monitoring products, and we monitor products such as live signal. So we actually want to see if the subscriber is inactive for a predefined period of time, or deviates from a normal or expected routine. So if everything is okay, nothing is reported. If something looks suspicious, there is an alert in the system. We also alert about possible medical events after getting out of bed. This is a very common situation for people generally, and older people specifically. When they get up in the morning and from different reasons, they might fall and they get into a medical emergency situation. So we alert about it. We have products that monitor safety at home, such as the dangerous gases or higher or lower, too high, too low temperature, or the detection of smoke. We can detect absence from home. So if the person's memory is no longer as good as it used to be, the family can see from when that person is out of home and decide whether it's something that's worth checking or is it okay. We can also introduce a physical panic button, so they can push a button and create an alert in the system. We can track meals, the use of the toilet or bathroom, the door safety, if it was open in unusual hours, if it was open for too long, etc. And maybe the most important bullet here is that the system is open, so we can introduce new monitoring products as the market demands, or as the partners demand, or if new technologies evolve and develop and we find them useful, we can introduce them to the system and cover more and more cases more efficiently. So now we have the monitoring products. How do we see what is really happening? So we have a user application for the mobile device. So both the subscriber and his family can get this very simple application. It's very easy to use, nothing to train or learn about. If everything is okay, it shows all the monitoring products in in green. If there is something wrong, it might present it in orange or in red. And the family members or caregivers or whoever is connected to this subscriber can check what is going on, call them or send somebody to check what is going wrong. So this is the user application. We also have a dashboards and a system for B2B. So if your company implements this system, you can install this dashboard in the call center. You can manage the subscribers there. You can see all the statistics. You can prioritize alerts, etc. And also have impact on the system behavior by using the admin console. Just one more glance about the dashboard. So we see also two snapshots. One snapshot shows statistics that the system currently has, the number of subscribers, number of alerts, etc. And the other dashboard shows the list of subscribers. And we see that the first subscriber there, Nathan Cohen, has an alert, so the call center or the family should check what is going on. And we see others that do not have alerts, but have other issues to check. So really simple and really convenient. Just a quick word about technology. So we use sensors, as I said, and we use we do our best to use commercially available sensors. I can show just a couple of them. You can see that they are very small and static. you install them very easily and quickly in the apartment. They need no power connection, so they work for 3 to 5, maybe even 10 years without having to change the battery. So install them really quickly. Optionally, we can custom build sensor if that is required. We try not to do it, but if it's required, we can implement such custom built sensors. And optionally, we can also get sensing data from other systems, from the utilities company, from, for example, the usage of water or electricity, or from your companies if you have information that could be relevant to any of the monitoring products, and you want to include it in your implementation of the system. That's absolutely acceptable and can contribute to the accuracy and the coverage of the system. So we really encourage it. In terms of communication protocols, we use Zigbee, we use Wi-Fi. So really common and modern communication protocols. On each apartment, we install a very small central control unit, what we call the CCU. I can show how the unit looks like. It's very, very small. And it controls all the sensors and reports everything to the backend, which is located on the Microsoft Azure cloud. All the logic is located there and secured with the most advanced Microsoft security practices and tools. And finally, the mobile application that I mentioned, and the browsers that are, and the dashboards that are browser-based. So really simple implementation, easy to implement, and very open for integrations, yet extremely secure. A quick word about implementation. So now, how do we make it run? So we team up with, hopefully, with your companies. We define what monitoring products you want to implement, what you want to monitor for your clients or subscribers. We define the packages. So actually, we define what we want to sell. Maybe a basic package, an advanced package, or a full package, etc. So we can wrap and connect several products into packages and give the package a price tag, for example. Then we define the business rules and the monitoring protocols, when we alert, what we alert to whom, at what time, how long does it take before we create an alert, what happens if the alert is canceled, etc., etc. So we define together with you what rules you want to implement for your subscribers and system. We install the sensors. The installation is really quick and simple. We activate the subscribers in the system, and then monitoring starts, and the system alerts when necessary. If there are issues, obviously, according to the protocol, you have to check what to do, whether to call the subscriber, just to record, to call the family, etc., etc. So to wrap up, we saw the system, which is open to support multiple monitoring products and technologies and services. It is expandable to add new products as market demands. It processes the data smartly. It is adaptable to subscriber lifestyle and preferences. If one subscriber does not want certain sensors in certain rooms in the apartment, that's perfectly okay. The system is customizable to your mode of operation and secured. A word about the market. So the market of what is called gray economy is huge, trillions of dollars, and about 10% of which is projected to be dedicated in 2025 to what we call H-Tech. So lots of money is dedicated. Many millions of seniors around the world, as we saw, live in one-person household. the modes of operation that we offer is the B2C or B2B, B2C, etc. So actually we can install the system for you or operate the system for you or for a government or non-profit organizations, etc. And we can also operate it. So we're really open for different engagement models. And we think, or we see the system once you install and offer it to your clients or subscribers or user, it provides a lot of added value to them. It provides them and their family members a peace of mind. It adds peace of mind to the caregivers. It lets you engage and know your clients at an earlier stage and to know them better on an ongoing basis, their habits, their routine, way of living. It introduces innovative revenue streams for our clients by adding more services or more packages, more that their subscribers, their clients might want to purchase and use. It helps with early detection and addressing of deterioration processes of the elderly. And finally, it has the social impact, and for that purpose, I guess we all gather here. It offers tech for good. It means doing the right thing for the seniors in our community. So, kamsahamnida. I hope it made sense, and hope to start a long-term relationship with the participants of this session. So thank you very much for attending and listening, and thanks again for Mr. Jihon Song for arranging and putting it all together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan Sorek. 제가 좀 소개를 정확하게 못 드렸는데 이 단 소렉님은 오로라 뷰에서 매니징 디렉터를 맡고 계신 분입니다. 그래서 지금 뭐 내용 들으셔서 이제 대략적으로 일하시겠지만 구체적인 내용들 궁금하신 점 있으시면은 Q&A를 통해서 문의를 해주셔도 좋고요. 아니면 추후에 저에게 별도로 연락을 주시면은 또 거기 맞춰서 제가 뭐 별도 미팅을 어레인지 해줄 수 있으니까요. 편하신 방법으로 말씀해 주시기 바랍니다. 그 Q&A로 올려주시면은 지금 다음 회사 발표하는 중에도 뭐 이렇게 텍스트 형태로 해서 답변을 드리거나 아니면은 그 회사 발표 끝난 다음에 잠깐 시간 동안에 답변을 드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다. So Dan, if there's any question on the Q&A the functions, you can make an answer jotting down the functions. Other than that, I'm gonna make another the time after the Selfit Medical speech. 네, 다음으로는 셀핏 메디컬의 발표가 있습니다. 셀핏 메디컬 대표이자 코파운더이신 샤하르 피겔만 님의 발표가 있었습니다. 네, Shahar, the floor is yours.
Thank you. One second, I will share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, so now you should see a full screen.
Yes,
So hello.
yes, full screen.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shahar. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Selfit. We are a digital robotic care startup based in Israel, Tel Aviv. We are focusing on aging population. And why aging? Well, you heard a little bit before, but as we see that the world's population is just, getting older. There are currently around 1 billion people over 6 years old around the world. It's going to be 2 billion in 25 years. So it's really a growing market. And getting older, being physically and cognitively engaged is become a critical component for both before something happened, what we call prevention, healthy aging phases, as well as after something has already happened, recovery, rehabilitation, chronic phases. However, if we look at how this service of physical exercising and cognitive exercising is being delivered today, it's still based on human therapists, and there are just not enough therapists, either in South Korea or other places around the world. There's a big problem there. Another way is using devices, typically like rehab devices, very big, very large. They can fit like wealthy hospitals, but not like the smaller clinics, the community centers, let alone they don't fit like the home settings. And if we're looking at home settings, we have the smartphones interaction, which in general is very great, but it's not really applicable for aging people. They cannot see very clearly. The screen is too small. Once you need to do some exercising, you cannot see anything. So it's really problematic. So we thought that we can do something that could automate the work of human, could be scalable in different settings, and could be applicable for aging people as well. So we've developed this kind of robotic hair machine, which could eventually replace or at least augment the work of physical therapists, occupational therapists in different settings, all the way from hospitals, clinics, senior living, all the way to home. We have tested that and validated with a bunch of population, neurological patients, stroke, Parkinson's, geriatrics, and we are evolving. And basically, it's a platform that could be applied for many different use cases. How does it look? Yeah. I will mute it and talk it out. I see it's a little bit slow. Maybe I'll try again. Sometimes it's getting faster. Yeah, I see it's a little bit slow. I hope you can see something. I will talk it easily. So basically, there is interaction between the robot and the patient, okay? The patient started or the therapy started, and then we have on top of the robot, we have a projector and we have a camera. The robot makes some kind of assessment of the patient's performance and status, and then it starts projecting exercise on the floor just in front of the patient and instruct the patient what he needs to do. Provide, of course, feedback if he's doing it good or not. And then we collect all these data, put it on our AI model in order to optimize care, to make it more personalized for you. So if we see, for example, that your left leg is weaker than your right leg, then next exercise will be to challenge this and work on this. It's really critical for therapists to challenge their patients, and it's very applicable using our device. You can move the machine from one place to another. Not only in the rehab, you can take it to the other departments as well. You can use it in different, not only in the treatment time and coverage time, but also between sessions. So it's really working. It's very intuitive. This is how it looks in real hospitals, okay? And this is another video that shows something with geriatrics patients that need to do some kind of maze walking, okay, and switch and anything. This is anyway, this is really helpful for them. So basically we have a very engaging interaction, okay, between the robot and the patient. Takes a lot of the time of a therapist, which usually needs to administer all this exercise plan, to put things on the floor, etc. So everything is automatically, we have some clinical assessments already incorporated to the workflow. So basically you can see in real time how your patient is doing and progressing, etc. We're using AR technology to project this exercise. As you can see, it looks very simple, okay? But we can do much more immersive. So for example, we tested with children, and then we needed to do some more immersive experience, and then we used 3D, etc. But at the moment, if we're looking at aging, neurological patient, they need like very simple things. So I mean, not in terms of visual. So this is where we are. Now, another thing that I want to mention, today, most of this work is done by therapists in a manual way, okay? They don't really collect data, just executing this treatment. So by digitizing all these workflows, basically we create proprietary new data, which could be later monetized with insurance and other sources. So this is another added value. We have a patent in Israel, waiting for final approval in the US. And then another thing is our therapists. Can you see the new screen?
Yes, it shows a hi. Let's begin. And yeah,
all right. So this is like the therapist manager app. Okay, how it's working for him. So basically, there's a way to start in a quick plan mode. Means that if the therapist doesn't really want to select from specific exercise, you just want to see the categories. Okay, I want to use today my patient to work on balance. So we can decide what posture do you want, standing or sitting, how much time do you want him to work, and then choose the categories, and you can easily start. This is one way to use it. Another way is using the long list of exercise. Still, you can select by categories, again, standing or sitting, but you have like movement planning, multitasking, many categories, and then you can select. You can also see, for example, if you know what is every exercise is about, and then you can change repetitions, edit your plan, etc. And then you have all this data, which means that now we divided the data on two levels. One is the overview of plans, okay, how your patient was doing this plan in relevance to prior plans. So what's the trend? Is he doing better or not? Is he doing better or not? How the movement time change, rest time, steps, speed, everything. Another way is using the exercise overview, which means we want to see how the patient was doing the same exercise previously. Okay, what is the data? I mean, they are performing it better, more iterations, more step count, etc. So this is like the overview, and of course you can see history and reports and so on. I will continue with the presentation. So we have been validated our machine, our product on, in UK and Israel. We had few clinical trials, few pilots on a stroke trial that we used. We saw it really effective for them. I mean, first for the therapist, okay, because they really like it. It's very convenient for them and all the data in one place, etc. So they were very satisfied. And also patients, okay, patients work harder, perform better, and everything took less time. So basically what we claim is that we can reduce burden on staff, at the same time improve outcomes. This is more for the inpatient, outpatient providers territory. We had another trial with Parkinson's patients at the home settings. This is like the next stage for us. But we try to look at Parkinson's patients who suffer from, let's say, there are a phenomenon they call freezing of gait. They suddenly cannot move. They need some cue or sound or whatever to make them move. So once we detected that, we projected cues on the floor, made them move faster, improve their step length, step time, etc. So it really worked there. So we published both the Parkinson's and stroke papers. And we are working with, we have design partners both in Israel, UK, Hong Kong, and China. We are working with the best hospitals and HMOs in Israel. We have few partners in the UK and in Europe. We are funded by the NHS in the UK, and in Asia, we have partnered with an elderly care chain in Shanghai, in China, and we have also a distributor in Hong Kong, which is our first market. So this is where we are targeting first. We have C class 1s, means that we can sell in many territories based on this approval. I'm not sure about South Korean. Sorry, I don't know exactly what the regulation and requirements. I guess it's pretty much the same, because in Japan, for example, it's applicable in Hong Kong. So I guess it shouldn't be a problem since it's class 1. Looking forward, what we're trying to do is, after we validate, of course, and progress with sales on the B2B, we want to take it and make it like a more home product. Means that we can reduce the costs the hardware, make it more smaller, look something like more of a speaker, everything inside, and then you can use it as a either wellness or medical device. Okay, we are on both sides. For us, it should be like the same program, same machine. But in terms of regulations, it really depends. Either it's classified as a medical or wellness. But as a product, it could be do the same. And as we're looking at what the content that could be for home as well, it should be like more of the same, like the thing that we want to sell for the B2B and to offer on this market. Everything about mobility, falls prevention, coordination, strength, aerobics, everything about cognitive and memory. This is really important for elderly people and not only for them. So these are like the things that we know that it's, with this kind of interaction and user interface and this uniqueness, we can really achieve that. And at the same time, we're looking at how we can increase engagement. This is really critical because you can have like the best offering, whatever, but no one will use it because it's boring. So we want to do something that make you more engaged with the program, with your results, with the outcomes, and maybe to share it with your social network or compete against others. So this is like a little bit engagement gamification components that could be incorporated later on for our next proposition. Well, this is us. Many years in around cameras, augmented reality, broadcasting, and of course we are partnered with few great advisors coming from neurorehab, neuroimaging, AI, so they really support us. If you are in H-Tech, neurotech, geriatrics, either you are in hospital, senior living facilities, even something about sports, and of course everything about electronic manufacturing that could be relevant for us, please get in touch and we'll discuss it later. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Shahar. 네, 그 셀핏 메디컬 샤하르 비겔만님의 설명을 드렸습니다. 그 앞에 발표한 셀핏 메디컬 그다음 오로라 뷰 모두 그 실버 시장을 겨냥을 한 기술과 제품들입니다. 뭐 요즘에 많이 나와서 잘 알고 계시겠지만 한국 사회도 앞으로 점점 노년층 인구가 많아지게 되면서 뭐 저를 비롯해서 모두 이렇게 그 나이 같은 건 어쩔 수 없습니다. 그래서 그런 점점 커지는 이 실버 시장에 대해서 다양한 목소리들이 나오고 있는데 실제로 이제 그렇게 노년층을 위해서 어떤 서비스들과 기술들이 사회에 밸류를 가져올지에 대해서 좀 생각을 해볼 수 있는 기술이었고, 또 사업적으로 두 업체 모두 기술적으로 많이 발달이 되어 있는 상태이기 때문에 한국 시장에서도 충분히 적용 가능성이 있으리라고 생각이 됩니다.